Hello everybody, now with the World Cup starting today, we are going to chart England's journey using the FM23 database and match engine to see whether England will win the World Cup or not. Let's dive into it. So here is the squad picked by Gareth Southgate. There are some players that have made it in here that haven't made it in real life due to injury and non-selection. So Joe Gomez is in, Fikayo Tomori is in, Reece James is in, Ben Chilwell's in, Tammy Abraham is in, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in, as is Ollie Watkins. But yeah, it's a good squad, of course it is. How far will it go though, do we think? Now, after much painstaking with restarting the game over and over again, we have got the fixtures how they are in real life. So it's Iran first up, then the USA, then the Battle of Britain with Wales. And it starts off pretty well. England take the lead on 22 minutes against Iran. Harry Kane picking the ball up on the right, playing across the front of goal. Raheem Sterling tapping it in at the far post. They doubled their lead on 31 minutes. Harry Kane from the penalty spot. And we wrap the game up on the hour. Bukayo Saka playing the ball back to Kyle Walker. He chips it back into Saka. Takes it down lovely before firing it into the back of the net. The perfect start for England. The USA dispatched Wales in the other game in our group by 3-1. So we move on to the USA, top of Group B. It was another good showing on match day 2 as England took the lead after 14 minutes. Ben Chilwell with the ball on the left-hand side. Harry Kane heading in the opening goal. It was 2-0 on 33 minutes. Chilwell picking the ball up again, this time on the right-hand side. Playing it in to the centre. Harry Kane tapping in from a couple of yards for 2-0. He added a third goal, his hat-trick goal, as Raheem Sterling picked the ball up on the left. Played it back into Ben Chilwell. Harry Kane turned on the ball before firing beyond the goalkeeper. And it was 4 on 70 minutes. Phil Foden with the ball towards the back post. Harry Kane with his 4th goal of the afternoon as England dispatched the USA. Let's go! And with Wales beating Iran, they move up into second place on goal difference ahead of the final game of the group, whereas England against Wales. So the Battle of Britain begins with England on the attack in the second half. Jordan Henderson with the ball, playing it over the top towards Raheem Sterling, who fired it beyond the goalkeeper to give England the lead. And then it was wrapped up on the 84th minute. Jordan Henderson picking the ball up in the centre of the park again, springing a ball in behind to Phil Foden, gets away from him, but he manages to fire it beyond the goalkeeper as England go unbeaten in the group stage. And they are joined in the second round by the USA as they beat Iran by 2-0. So Wales are out in the group stage. But a bit of a surprise coming from Group A. So Holland win the group, but Ecuador are the runners-up. So it's England versus Ecuador in round 2. And there are some juicy ties in the second round of the World Cup. So USA take on the Netherlands, Denmark take on Mexico, England take on Ecuador, Argentina take on France, Canada take on Spain, Ghana take on Switzerland, Germany take on Croatia. It's Portugal against Brazil in the final match of the second round. And Raheem Sterling picked up where he left off against Wales by scoring the opening goal in this one. Kyle Walker on the right-hand side, playing it towards the centre. And it's just about gone in the back of the net from Raheem Sterling. And Harry Kane wrapped the game up in the 53rd minute. Walker doing the damage down the right-hand side again. Playing it across into the centre. There's Harry Kane to volley it into the back of the net to send England into the quarterfinals. The rest of the second round looked like this. So the Netherlands needed penalties to get past the USA. Denmark beat Mexico. There's England's win over Ecuador. Argentina lost to France by 2-1. Spain beat Canada by 3-1. Switzerland beat Ghana 2-1. Croatia beat Germany 2-1. And Brazil beat Portugal to go through to the last 8. So the last 8 looks like this. The Netherlands take on Denmark. Switzerland take on Spain. England take on France. Brazil take on Croatia. Raheem Sterling continues to fire at the World Cup. Harry Kane picking up the ball. There is Raheem Sterling as he's going to fire it in from about 4 or 5 yards to give England the lead in the quarter-final. It was 2 on 53 minutes. Harry Kane with a penalty past his Tottenham teammate Hugo Lloris. Chance here and a free kick from Phil Foden. John Stones heading it in at the far post for 3-0 to England. Kimpembe did pull a goal back for France. Fakir playing the ball into the back post. England conceding their first goal of the tournament, but they made it 4 on 89 minutes. Mason Mount chipping it in. John Stones flicking it on. Eric Dyer heading into the back of the net to send England through to the semi-finals of the World Cup, where they will be joined by Holland, who beat Denmark by 3-1, Spain, who beat Switzerland, and Brazil got past Croatia on penalties. So the semi-finals look like this. The Netherlands take on Spain. England take on Brazil. So Bukayo Saka coming down the left-hand side. He will play the ball into the centre, where Mason Mount heads in at the far post after a deflection. And then we're in dreamland on 29 minutes as we make it 2-0. Kyle Walker comes down the right-hand side. A low cross before it's fired into the net by Harry Kane. But Brazil strike back at the start of the second half. Firmino gets away from Jude Bellingham. He gets into the penalty area before firing beyond the goalkeeper. And they hit us with a second goal just a minute later. Firmino doing the damage once more, playing it towards Danilo, who shoots in fantastically off the bar for 2-2. But then it was heartbreak for England as they conceded the third. Firmino going through on goal inside the penalty area before slotting it over the goalkeeper to send Brazil through to the final, and England are out. As are the Dutch. They lost by the same scoreline against Spain. So it's Spain against Brazil. England take on Holland in the 3rd-4th playoff. Justin Kluivert opened the scoring from Holland's perspective on the 33rd minute, turning in behind before firing beyond the goalkeeper. Beautiful finish that. England equalised on the 39th minute though. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the ball, playing it over towards the centre. Mason Mount beating the goalkeeper to the ball for 1-1. And England took the lead on the 67th minute. Calvert-Lewin again playing it into Mason Mount. He finds Phil Foden, who nicks the ball off a Daily Blind before Dominic Calvert-Lewin picks up the pieces for England to take the lead. It didn't last long though. The Dutch were back in it a couple of minutes later. Kluivert playing the ball through to Weghorst as he fires it beyond the goalkeeper for 2-2. Then we moved on to penalties. Tammy Abraham had the first one for England and missed it. Saved by the goalkeeper. All the other penalties were scored. It was down to Daily Blind to win it for Holland, and he did, as the Netherlands finished 3rd. And it's Spain that lift the famous trophy, winning by 3-1. Morata, Torres and Soler scoring the goals. Neymar with the reply for the Brazilians. So it's a European side that win the World Cup. So there we are. That is England's adventure at the World Cup. If it pans out like that in real life, we are in for a good couple of weeks watching England in Qatar. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.